r/white people Twitter. Panaraguy1 says, what a good Russian asset. Included photo. Joio1423 says, if you're putting America first, then why are you wasting time making bills that obviously won't pass just so you can brag about it on Twitter? The_uncomfortables says, her objective is to disrupt the work of Congress and become a hero to the regressives. Solaboy Toy Django says, partly. Her goal is also to convince Russia to push for her to be made vice president. Bulky Internal 8579 says, didn't this idiot vote against infrastructure spending/investment in America? Advanced Dragonfly 95 says, yup. Then her and Boba the Bimbo bragged about how good this was gonna do for the country after both voting against it. Frickin' scumbag pieces of shit. All of them. Punisher Dwarf 4 says, don't forget that they both attacked Democrats for not doing enough while actively voting against progress. G-Unit 11111 says, you know Marge, if you hate freedom so much, you can go to Russia. I hear Vlad is looking for recruits. r/white people Twitter. Nejdi says, I would hate for someone to pour mustard in their eyes. That really would be terrible. Included photo. Joe Kudge says, can we codify our own next? Call your senators. Women nationwide need access to essential medical care. Artistic_skill 1117 says, I really hope we do. Frick what the Scottish has to say anyway. Half of them are biased partisans. Dognamed Frank says, here's the list of the Republicans that voted against. John Barrasso, RY, Marsha Blackburn, RTN, John Boozman, RR, Mike Braun, RN, Bill Cassidy, RLR, John Cornyn, RTX, Tom Cotton, RR, Kevin Kramer, RND, Mike Crapo, RID, Ted Cruz, RTX, Steve Daines, RMT, Deb Fischer, R Northeast, Lindsey Graham, RSC, Chuck Grassley, RIA, Bill Haggerty, RTN, Josh Hawley, RMO, John Hovan, RND, Cindy Hyde-Smith, RMS, Jim Inhofe, ROK, Ron Johnson, RWE, John Kennedy, RLR, James Lankford, ROK, Mike Lee, RUT, Roger Marshall, RKS, Mitch McConnell, RKI, Jerry Moran, RKS, Rand Paul, RKI, Jim Risch, RID, Mike Rounds, RSD, Marco Rubio, RFL, Rick Scott, RFL, Tim Scott, RSC, Richard Shelby, RL, John Thune, RSD, Tommy Tuberville, RL, Roger Wicker, RMS, yep, your typical pieces of shit. r/white people Twitter. GWH811 says, and have a bastard child. Included photo. Kaloradofatob says, cheating absolutely is a tradition for Republicans. Marriages, elections, wars, ethics, religion. I could keep going, but I have some butternut squash in the oven I gotta go get. Chewy8291 says, they really want women ownership back. No Celebration 3097 says, Republicans are hypocrites with their traditional marriage BS, just like with their Christian family values BS. Iron_Night7 says, the hypocrisy is not a bug. It's a feature. An Archions says, or you find them on Gridder cheating on their wife and mistress. Zappy_Cloyd says, usually cheating on their wife with a man too. Asteroid Mike says, or playing footsies with boys in the bathroom. JFT 8,675,309 says. There are no bastard children only bastard parents. Dick_M_Nixon says. Top price for serving divorce papers on your wife while she is hospitalized for cancer as you are cheating on her. r/white people Twitter. Scholar Later says. Haters with taters. Included photo. BMP8 says. Moms for Liberty, an organization founded and driven to stoke rage against imaginary problems. Let's fill Congress with representatives committed to doing absolutely nothing beyond rage scrolling. Electronic Carpet 7157 says. I imagine their whole group looks like the mom in red who is recorded poisoning her daughter in The Sixth Sense. Stacey41 says. Wait, didn't I just see a picture of him cozying up to Trump? I swear you can't tell what reality is these days. Cambodia Kotwa says. The Karens. Own Opinion 2494 says. Minivan Taliban. Nero Butterfly 8482 says. Moms against gun violence. The Real Ted Ferro says. Guy Fero, accept my apology for ever making fun of your hair. r/white people Twitter. Crunchum says. Nothing inaccurate here. Included photo. North Impossible 8906 says. People get mad at me when I say we aren't a great country, but the entire point of saying that is to identify our problems and to make the country better, and everything could be so great. But they are just stuck at being mad. But Junket says. Tell them if America is so great, why aren't young people there having kids anymore? Spasigitus says. I get so mad when they go, if we aren't so great, why don't you leave? I'm just like, that's why I'm being critical in the first place, asshole, so we can be great. We aren't great now, and I'm not even positive there was ever a time that we were, but we can be. At the very least, we can strive for it. And being great involves acknowledging your weaknesses. But these, frick, ein Clownzug. Kanachist says. America, the bundle of frick. No Celebration 3097 says. I would like to add that this country also protects men that groom children, as long as they're priests. Nihilus Misanthrope says. Plot twist, we were never great. Cameron Rourke 1 says. 100%. It blows my mind that at 21, a young man can be given a badge and a gun and let loose upon the world. Some 21-year-olds are very immature. Adding the power of a badge and gun to that immaturity seems like a recipe for disaster. r/white people Twitter. Visco says. Trump says Hunter Biden should have gotten the death penalty for not paying taxes on time. Included photo. Tid Crossinal Fisher says. This fat frick didn't even pay taxes. The world will be better off when he finally expires. Condoman 73 says. I can only hope that when he dies all the maggots drop with him, like he was the Night King. Bastard off Bloodkeep says. At least the Night King didn't, frick, I'm talk. Stelliferous 19 says. Never answer questions about yourself. Cast shade in every direction. Find a target that resonates with your base and make that your talking point whenever possible. Never admit anything. Never. Squat Cordial Eggs says. Darvo. Deflect, attack, reverse victim and defender. It's from the Narcissist's playbook. They're all the same. Sithintical says. Trump paid the Chinese government more in taxes than the US. Bertrand_SR says. Does he really wanna talk about other people not paying taxes? What a bag of shit. How's that glass house dum-dum? r/white people Twitter. Caskin77 says. Funny how the cherries get picked. Now quick, censor any science curricula which calls a talking snake into doubt. Included photo. Borkan Barakwedk says. It will never not be funny how grown-up people actually believe that shit. And scary. It's scary AF. Hemacrisius says. All religions are cults. Cyberpunk 4020 says. Joked about going to Catholic school as a kid, where they had hair length and shoe requirements, when we were taught about long-haired, sandal-wearing Jesus. My mom proceeded to pop off about how it was a different time, different culture, different standard, and that it's unfair to compare them to a modern society. She's an independent, but tells me she could never support safe abortion legislation. She came so close to self-realization. After her telling me we can't talk about politics or social issues anymore in the past, I just had to bite my tongue and say it was a joke. Summer Adambana 98 says. Do you like bacon? Are your clothes made of more than one type of thread? Do you work Saturdays? Imago get a rock. Sweatier_scrotum says. Remember, if something in the Bible is literally true, then it's literally true. But if something in the Bible is false and ridiculous, then it's still true, just metaphorically rather than literally. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.